Hi, my name is Yogya Bhatia and I'm a legal intern at Lexis and Company. Today I'll be talking about bailment. What is bailment? Bailment is defined in section 148 of the Indian Contract Act 1872 is the delivery of goods by one person to another for some specific purpose. Upon a contract that these goods are to be returned when the specific purpose is complete. For example, A delivering his car for service at the service center is an example of bailment. The person delivering the goods is known as the bailer, and the person to whom the goods are delivered is known as the bailee. However, if the owner continues to maintain control over the goods, there is no bailment. Essentials of contract of bailment. The existence of a valid contract. The existence of a valid contract is a foremost condition in bailment, which implies that goods are to be returned when the purpose is fulfilled. Finder of lost goods is also known as bailee, although there may not be an existing contract between him and the actual owner. Temporary delivery of goods. The whole concept of bailment revolves around the fact that the goods are delivered for a temporary period and bailee cannot have permanent possession. Delivery of goods can be done through actual delivery or through constructive delivery, which means that doing something which has the effect of putting the goods in possession of bailee or any other person is authorized by him. Return of specified goods. The bailee is bound to return the goods to bailer after the purpose for which it is taken over. If the person is not returning the goods, then it will not be bailment. Types of bailment. Deposit. It is a simple bailment of goods by one man to another for a particular use. For example, A gives his computer to B for 7 days. It will be a case of deposit. Hire. It includes good delivered to the bailee for hire. For example, A gives his car to B for 7 days on rent for rupees 700 per day. It will be a case of hire. Pawn or pledge. When goods are delivered to another person by way of security for money borrowed. For example, A takes a loan from the bank and keeps his papers of the house with the bank security. It will be a case of pledge. Duties and liabilities of a bailer. The bailer is bound to disclose to the bailee the faults in the goods bailed, which he knows that if he does not make such disclosures, he directly is responsible for damage arising to the bailee directly from the such faults. For example, A delivers a car to B knowing that the brakes of the car are very less. If any accident happens, A will be liable for the same. Bailer is also responsible to the bailee for any loss which the bailee may sustain by reason of the fact that the bailer was not entitled to explain, to make the bailment, to receive the goods, to give directions respecting from section 164. Duty to indemnify the bailee. The bailer is duty bound to make good the loss suffered by the bailee where he was compelled to return the goods before the expiry of the period of the bailment. Duty to claim back the goods. The bailer is bound to accept the goods upon being returned by the bailee in accordance with the terms of the agreement. If he refuses to accept it at a proper time without any reasonable ground, then he will be liable for any loss which may happen to the goods. Bailey's rights. Lien. Particular lien, section 170 of the Indian Contract Act 1872. Lien is basically a right in one person to retain the property which is in his possession belonging to another until certain demands are satisfied. It includes those things where the bailee, in accordance with the purpose of bailment, rendered any service involving the exercise of labor or skill in respect of the goods bailed. For example, if A gives a piece of cloth to a tailor for stitching a suit, then tailor is entitled to keep the suit with him until A pays him for the cost of stitching. For exercising this particular lien, following factors are to be considered. The bailee must have rendered some service involving labor or skill. The service must be in accordance with the purpose of the bailment. This service must be with regard to the things bailed. There must be no contract to the contrary. Generally lien. Section 171 of the Indian Contract Act 1872 deals with the general lien. A general lien is the right to retain the property of another for a general balance of accounts. It entitles a person in the possession of goods to retain them until all claims or accounts of the person in possession against the owner of goods are satisfied. An example of general lien can be banker who is entitled to retain the goods until the person satisfies his debt with the bank. Right against wrongful deprivation of or injury to goods section 180. A bailee is having a definite right if he suffers an injury with respect to goods bailed from bailer. Moreover, if a third person wrongfully deprives the bailee of the use or possession of goods bailed, he is entitled to such remedies as the owner must have in such situations. Bailey's liability. Care to be taken by the bailee. The bailee is bound to take as much care of goods bailed to him as a man of ordinary prudence would have under similar circumstances, and therefore he will not be liable for any loss, destruction, or deterioration of the things bailed if he has taken care. In the case of Calcutta Credit Corporation Limited versus Prince Peter of Greece, it was held by Calcutta High Court that the defendant has not taken reasonable care to prevent plaintiff's car from burning. The duty of the bailee to return the bail goods. Bailee is under the duty to return or deliver goods according to the bailor's direction as soon as the time for which goods were bailed has expired. Thank you.